Good morning, everyone. So I think we'd start off this week with a review of where the broader markets are after last week, and as you can see from the top and the bottom here, these charts, there's a big difference between what's going on between, the main focal indices, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which have been moving up. The S&P at this point looks like it's ready to play a little catch-up as it's moved up from the prior breakout, which was basically from the prior week last, a two-day consolidation, a little move down. Right? This was the prior week, and then as we started off last week, a shortened week, we had the little consolidation and then the bottoming tail, a correction bar, which started to move up into the end of the week. And we had pretty much the same thing on the NASDAQ there. Always has been showing relative strength and continues to, and looks poised to move higher. This morning, there isn't really a lot going on. So we'll take a look at the futures as we always do, but not really a lot going on here right now. Bigger news being the transports having survived the test of the 200-day down here, rallying completely 100% back up into the resistance area, the same bottoming tail, and then this breakout above the recent highs. And now it's got that open void to attempt to move up toward the prior high. So we'll see if it can continue to do that this week. And then the Russell, which had, it's been in this whippy wide consolidation here, tested the lows, wide range bar up, continued to move up Friday, sold off, into the end of the day. And I'm just going with 30 there, just to look at the pullbacks that happened in the transports and the Russell at the end of the day. And while you look at them on the daily and see those topping tails, really doesn't look like much of a big deal, and I've just chosen a 30-minute chart here to a little bit more detail rather than the 60. But pretty much just a normal pullback within those intraday uptrends. Right? One of the things that I reviewed with subscribers in today's letter, which was a very short-term concern for today, was the fact that the majorities were anticipating follow-through or upside Monday morning. How do we determine that, or how do I determine that? Well, more call options being traded than put options, and while overall, the moving average that I use of those closing values is neutral and has been for a while, into the close on Friday, there was a lot of move toward buying calls versus puts, and you can't say, well, that makes a lot of sense based on the daily chart and the breakout in strength, and but when too many move to one side, often even on a very short-term basis, it results in a little bit of a consolidation. So we may actually see that today, and that's the way things are starting out at the moment. So let's take a look at the futures here and scroll that over. We can get a little more detail. You see, here's our new reference point of minor support, major support being that bottoming tail bar, and right at the moment we've just got a little inside day. Again, it's pre-market. We'll see where this ends later on today. NASDAQ, same thing, little inside day here, not much going on at all. And we could show you that intraday, which you can see is just a little tiny base here, which after the run up, and here's a little tip here, after a run up like this is what creates a void, momentum move. So when you look at I didn't want that. When you look at a momentum move or a one bar move, in this case a wide range bar, I'm having a little difficulty there getting back, and I see why. Okay, hold on. Right. Well, it's not as pronounced as on the NASDAQ, but these wide range bars like this, when they move up, when you look at them intraday, they're extended moves. So there it is on that day, the wide range bar, same concept. Meaning that there's little to no support underneath. So the markets have to create that, so to speak, as to whether buyers want to continue to step up. So quiet pre-market here. News coming out during the week, especially on Thursday, as to whether the former FBI director, what his testimony will be. That's what sent the markets down. The last time, on this drop, when that news of the memo came out, and then, prices just took off from there. So, starting off quietly here, I don't see that many gappers of interest. So, probably just sit back here, give it a little bit of time, maybe the first 30 minutes, and we'll see how things play out. Talk tomorrow. Have a great trading week.